So do you feel like a girl is taking advantage of you? Or maybe she doesn't quite see you as a priority anymore. Are you thinking of going no contact or even radio silent? No worries, in this video we'll go over radio silence, no contact, how to use it, when to use it, and also share some real life examples of when this has been used and how it's been successful. So definitely make sure that you stick around until the end. I don't know if she had a guy in the background, but she said, I'm not too sure. Let me think about it. I'll get back to you. All right, gents, so this is Gentlemen and Scholars, where we discuss dating, style, and personal development. So if you're into becoming a better version of yourself, definitely make sure that you like and subscribe. But without further ado, let's just go ahead and jump into today's video. So today, what we're discussing is radio silence and no contact. And we're sharing some real life examples of these. So what is no contact? Well, no contact is a deliberate decision that's made to cut off all contact with a woman that this person may have had a relationship with. So this is commonly discussed in the context of romantic relationships, family relationships, really any relationship where the continued contact is detrimental and really just overall emotionally challenging. So what is radio silence? Well, when you go radio silent, this is when you stop communicating with a woman entirely and leave her in a state of uncertainty and confusion. So this is more of an extreme version of no contact, where essentially there's a sudden stop of all forms of communication. This includes text, this includes calls, and any forms of social media interactions. And yes, when men go radio silent, they're going off the grid. They're really just refraining from texting, calling, and really staying off of social media. And their focus at that time is just bettering themselves and getting themselves in a more advantageous emotional state. And this behavior can be perplexing and frustrating to a woman because she's not able to easily see where you're at, what you're up to, and sort of keep tabs on you. But both of these work really well to set healthy boundaries. It lets the woman know that, if she doesn't wise up, you could be gone for good. So now that we've shared what radio silence and no contact is, I will now share some real life examples for you guys. So I ended up dating a woman a little while ago, and at that time we were spending, a ton of time together. We'd hang out on the weekends, she'd call me throughout the day, we ended up FaceTiming together. So, we had so much interaction with one another, there was hardly a chance to really miss her. So to be honest, over time, my attraction for her started to drop. And, eventually one day I just ended up having a conversation with her that, we should take a break and, take things slower. So she was a little bit hurt by this, but, it was something that needed to be done. So I didn't want to continue things further and lead her on, where she's thinking things are going really well, where in my mind, I'm slowly losing attraction for her. So, we took a little break. But then a couple of months passed, and then I'll admit I did start thinking about her. So I ended up reaching out and seeing if we could reconnect. Hey, if you're enjoying this video, subscribe to join the Gentlemen and Scholars family. And consider checking out the Gentlemen and Scholars Club website for free resources, Gentlemen and Scholars merch, book recommendations, consultation services, and our free Gentlemen and Scholars Ultimate Handbook. Well, you'll learn personal development tips on how to build a successful life and become the gentleman of your dreams, style tips to develop an eye-catching, attractive, and unique personal avatar, and dating tips to attract, court, and keep the woman of your dreams. Visit the Gentlemen and Scholars Club website for more. Now back to the video. So I ended up FaceTiming her one day, we ended up chatting for a bit, having a little laugh here and there. And then I was like, hey, I would love to see you, we should hang out. But, what happened at this point was, I don't know if she had a guy in the background, but she said, I'm not too sure, let me think about it, I'll get back to you. So, me, I didn't add additional pressure. I said, hey, let me know once you figure things out, I would love to see you. And that's how we sort of ended that. At that point, I didn't hound her, I didn't keep tabs on her on social media. I didn't, reach out again. I didn't, spend a bunch of time sort of pondering the situation. I simply left things where they were and I moved on. You know, if she was interested, I knew that she would reach out eventually. So I held my cards close to my chest and, you know, I kept it moving. So, you know, a month later, she ends up reaching out and saying, hey, you know, I miss you, I want to see you. So, you know, then I ended up immediately setting a date and we ended up hanging out back at my place. So that is just an example of what it looks like when you do go no contact and you actually give the person a chance to miss you. You know, this doesn't mean check her stories. This doesn't mean, you know, send her, you know, happy birthday texts. This doesn't mean, you know, find different ways to keep tabs on her. This means, you know, hey, just back off, give her the space that she's asking for or that she needs. And then, you know, if she's really attracted, she will reach back out to you eventually. So, you know, often when you do this, when you do give the woman that space, they will reach out. And then at that point, it's easy to set the date and go ahead and make plans with this person. So that was just one example of a success story. And I've also had, you know, a couple times in the past where I've been quote unquote rejected and, you know, the girl ends up reaching out down the line and we ended up, you know, going on a date or, you know, hanging out back in my place or whatever the case may be. So, you know, again, you don't want to take any of these things personally. A lot of times these things are temporary. So you just want to play your cards right. You don't want to be too pushy and you want to give the woman space when she asks for it, you know, because as the saying goes, you know, absence makes the heart grow fonder. So definitely something to think about. But with that, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this one up. If you do have any questions for me, definitely feel free to give a shout. Definitely make sure that you like and subscribe to the channel. Definitely make sure you go ahead and do that and hit that notification bell. But definitely let me know down below. Have you used no contact? You know, have you gone radio silent? Have you gone completely off the grid, gotten off of social media, maybe deleted the apps? Definitely let us know down below what your experience was like with this. And definitely make sure that you check out the Gentlemen and Scholars Ultimate Handbook. This can be found on the Gentlemen and Scholars Club website, where we go over dating, self-improvement, and style tips to really streamline your personal development. You know, I think you all will be very happy with this, so definitely check that out on the Gentlemen and Scholars Club website. It will 10x your personal development. And additionally, it's free. You can get the free ebook on the Gentlemen and Scholars Club website just by entering your name and your email. So definitely make sure that you do that. But you know, until next time, Gentlemen and Scholars. Hey gents, hope you enjoyed the video. And check out the Gentlemen and Scholars Club website for our free Gentlemen and Scholars Ultimate Handbook, free resources, book recommendations, consultation services, and some pretty slick Gentlemen and Scholars merch. GNS hoodies, t-shirts, mugs, notebooks, and so much more. Until next time, Gentlemen and Scholars. Hey gents, if you enjoyed this video, check out some bespoke video recommendations here and here. And subscribe to join the Gentlemen and Scholars Club.